I was 11 years old when I got my first pair of pointe shoes. I think it's really important for young dancers to be really ready. I got a pair that was super hard. The backs were just like, I just didn't think that points were going to be that hard. Having that experience with my first pair of shoes, I think it really strengthened my feet. If I'd had anything softer, then perhaps the development of my arches and the muscles in my feet may not have been the same. When I was training as a dancer, I just wanted a shoe that was functional, that would last a long time, and that would support my foot. You can liken it to a tennis player with their racket. When they're training, I'm sure they would want something that would last a long time, that was really functional, that they could practice on. And then once you become a professional, you want something that works straight away. You need them to be ready for a show. So you use them for one show and you can leave it at that. So it's kind of similar to that. You know, tennis players will use a racket for one game, and I'll go through 1 to 2 pairs of pointe shoes per show. And for rehearsal, I just want them ready to go. So they'll be much softer and it'll just be in the moment for the moment. I work on a lot of strength in my feet, in my intrinsic muscles, so that my feet don't go over too far and they don't stretch and overuse my metatarsals. There's just a lot of work in everyday class to prepare your whole body in pointe shoes. It's not just your feet that you're preparing when you go onto pointe. It's a whole body experience, and you want to be able to lift up out of your shoes and have the right technique to wear pointe shoes. So this is my first pair of pointe shoes that were really hard, and they've kind of been softened at the back. And I didn't dance on parquet when I first had pointe shoes, so my mum would take them to the boot maker and get rubbers put on the end of them. And actually my mum decided she would practice on my first pair of pointe shoes. I did a demi-character solo it was called Phoenix. It was Phoenix the bird, and she practiced spray painting my first pair of shoes on these ones. You don't know how far you're going to go when you get your first pair of shoes, so to have them now in my hands, it's very special.